Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. For all of our participants and our speaker, Mr. Maria Valerio, Indonesia representative for TMC Academy. Welcome to today's UC Global Chat from UC to Singapore, turning study abroad aspiration into reality. We are so happy to see so many excited faces here. So before we begin, we will have some rules and reminders for UC students. The rules are please attend the Zoom from the beginning till the end, and also please respect the speakers, register before attending the event, and fill the survey at GIS when instructed. Next. For the reminder, please register before attending this event. Also, please fill the survey as soon as possible because we will close the survey after that. The duration is around 5 up to 10 minutes. And please open your camera and please be focused with the session. Also, take a picture of yourself, name and time detail just in case you need it in the future. Okay. Okay, so before we begin, we will have an opening remark from UC Collaboration and Global Engagement. Mr. Stephen, the time is yours.
Okay, Jesselyn, thank you so much. So guys, today we have a very special guest because formerly he was one of the students in UC Surveyor. And I thought when I knew that he had joined TMC in Singapore, it would be really interesting to invite Macrae to present to you just some of the programs that they have in TMC, because they have many different programs. Guys, one of the interesting things is when you're studying in UC is not everyone has to follow the same pathway, because there might be some programs that you want to do or any internship that would be of interest to you. So one of the things that we are going to be setting up in the next semester is actually a visit to TMC in Singapore. And I'd like to invite Macrae to think about his presentation before I give this back to Jesselyn. And this is really interesting opportunity for you guys. You can speak in Bahasa if you want to, okay? You don't have to speak in English. And as Jesselyn said, please remember to open your cameras so we can see your faces. And please pay attention to one of our former students. Thank you. I give this back to Jesselyn. Thank you so much.
Okay, so now we have here the opening remark. Without further ado, let's move to the sharing session. Mr. Macrae, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you so much. Give me time, like I'm going to share my screen. Mr. Stephen, since this is UC Global Chat, I'll try to speak in English, even though my English might be not good, but I'll try my best.
It's okay.
Can you guys see my screen?
It's still loading. Okay.
Is
It's
there
here.
anything that get blocked on the way?
No, it's clear.
All right. Okay, I'll begin now. Okay, hello everyone. So thank you so much for taking the time to join this webinar today. First of all, let me introduce myself. So my name is Mac, and I'm an alumnus of UC, majoring in Hospitality and Tourism Business, batch of 2018, or what's now known as HTEB, or Hospitality, Tourism, and Event Business, if I'm not mistaken. I graduated in 2022. So today I'll share like a little bit regarding TMC Academy. I'll share about my life before this, after UC, what I do, what happened to me, and hopefully you guys can get something good from what I presented today. So back then at UC, I really enjoy my university life. like hanging out with friends, joining activities, and making a lot of memories. But of course, I still try to balance everything with my studies as well. I also had the opportunity to join a study tours and experience learning outside the classroom. One of the biggest highlight for me was getting an internship opportunity at a five-star hotel in Batam. Thankfully, after the internship, I was trusted to continue working there, and that became my very first step into the professional world. However, not long after that, something happened to my mom, and she had to be rushed to the hospital. At that moment, I decided to leave my job, so I could accompany my family because and honestly, like at that point, I really had no idea like what I was going to do next. And then after that, I was contacted by one of my close friend from UC. His name is Faisal. Since I was studying far away from home and didn't have any family in Surabaya, he was actually the person whose name I always use whenever I secretly like ask permission from my mom to go somewhere else. Please don't copy that part. Anyways, at that time, Faisal and I decided to try build a business together because I needed an income while still having enough time to accompany my mom. The business was in agriculture industry, specifically distributing palm shell waste from palm oil production to factories. But unfortunately, due to sudden government regulation changes, we eventually decided to stop the business. And once again, I had to start over. After that, I also tried opening angkringan in Sidoarjo. At first, it was like actually quite crowded and doing really well. But over time, the business became quieter and eventually we started facing losses. So after less than a year, we decided to close the business. Even though it failed, I believe like every experience teaches us something valuable. And honestly, the experience taught me a lot about responsibility, consistency, resilience, and how to keep moving forward even when things doesn't work out. And not long after that, I was accepted to work at an education agency called Vista Education in the sales department. And honestly, sales was actually one of the department I feared the most. I always thought sales was scary, stressful, difficult, but surprisingly, it became one of the things that changed my life. Unfortunately, I wasn't really the type of person who like took many photos back then. So after scrolling through my phone for quite a while, these were some of the few pictures that I could still find from my time at Vista. But this period honestly became one of my biggest turning point in my career. This was where I realized that sales was not as scary as I used to think. In fact, I started enjoying like conversation with students, helping them plan their future studies. And thankfully, during my time at Vista, I was also awarded as the runner-up VIP sales producer among 10 branches across Indonesia. And now, I'm currently working at TMC Academy in Singapore as the Indonesia representative, where I handle Indonesia market and student recruitment. So basically, I work closely with Indonesia students who are like planning to continue their studies in Singapore. Looking back, I realized that something that were once only part of my bucket list have shown to be a reality. One thing I'm really grateful is for the flexibility of working remotely because it allows me to spend like more time with my family, with my mom. And honestly, at the end of the day, success means nothing to me if I cannot spend like time with the people that I love. Okay, enough about my journey. Now I like to share like why I believe Singapore can be a really good option for students. Because one of the biggest advantage of studying in Singapore is the international exposure. Students get to meet people from different countries, cultures, backgrounds, which help broaden perspective and improve their communication skills. Another reason is like globally recognized qualification, where many institutes in Singapore offer internationally recognized degree that can provide more opportunity in the future. Singapore also provides a competitive environment that helps students grow both academically or professionally. And since Singapore is home to many international companies, students are also exposed uh, to a more professional and global working environment. And because of all this advantage, Singapore has also become home to many multinational companies. Like as we can see here, many well-known international companies have their regional headquarters in Singapore, such as Google, Meta, Apple, Microsoft, TikTok, Grab, and many others. So studying in Singapore is not only like about getting a degree, but also being surrounded by opportunities, innovation, and an international working culture. Okay, so why TMC Academy? First of all, TMC Academy has been established since 1981, which means we already have more than 40 years. This year are our 45 years experience in education, where our students also come from more than 30 different countries, creating a very international learning environment. And in addition, TMC Academy is also EduTrust certified, which is a certification regulated directly under the Ministry of Education in Singapore. And of course, having an international student community also helps you guys to build a wider global connection. To give a better picture about TMC Academy, I'll share a little bit about our background and journey, where TMC was established, like I said before, in 1981, making us one of the oldest private education institution in Singapore. Over the years, TMC has achieved many important milestones, including become one of the first private education institution in Singapore that achieved 4-year EduTrust certification. TMC also publicly listed on the Singapore Stock Exchange for many years and has continuously expanded internationally. So for students, this means you are joining an institution with a strong credibility, experience, and educational standard. Throughout the years, TMC Academy has also received like various awards and recognition. These awards cover different fields such as like hospitality, psychology, higher education, and corporate training. Most recently, TMC Academy was also recognized in the National Business Award 2025 for its educational expansion in Central Asia, where I believe this recognition reflects TMC commitment to maintaining quality of education and industry relevances. Okay. Another thing that I personally think is very important is industry exposure and networking opportunities. TMC Academy is linked with several professional bodies and associations in Singapore. Through this collaboration, students can participate in workshop, networking, session and seminars, competitions, and various industry-related activities. So students are not only learning academically, but they are also exposed to a real professional environment and industry connection. Okay. TMC Academy is also part of a larger group education, with international collaboration and campuses in different countries. Besides Singapore, TMC also has a presence in Uzbekistan, Myanmar, Vietnam, and collaboration in China. This shows that TMC continues to expand internationally and build educational partnership across different regions. And personally, I think this also helps to create a more international learning environment for students. But instead of me explaining everything only through slides, I think it will be better if you could directly see a glimpse of the environment and student experience at TMC Academy.
Hello, my name is Kendrick Tan, CEO of TMC Academy. It's my pleasure to represent the school, a very prestigious training organization with deep heritage. Founded since 1981, TMC is one of the pioneer training and education provider catering for adult learners, providing tertiary education. Over the years, TMC offers a wide range of training and education programs leading to bachelor's and master's degrees. With more than 40 years of experience, TMC accumulated many accolades and awards. For example, the ISO 9000 Certificate for Excellence, TED Awards for Mass Communications and Psychology, as well as EduTrust Certification for Excellence in Education Services. With that said, allow me to give you a tour of campus.
Hello, my name is Gosha and I'm the Senior Lecturer and the Head in the School of Hospitality and Tourism in TMC Academy. Originally, I'm from Poland and I've been teaching in Singapore and in TMC for 7 years. After completion of the diploma, students can progress to higher diploma and after this to degree. The entire pathway takes less than 3 years. The students can choose to study in Singapore, in the UK, also in Switzerland. We partner up with a very famous university, SHMS, which is one of the top universities in the hospitality in the world.
I teach English here at TMC. I teach all the levels from beginner all the way to academic English, and I also teach IELTS course. The campuses are evolving. It's nice to see that the latest campus is very digital. It's very good for the online classes, for mixed classes that we have. So students who come to class, they can also interact with the students who are online, and teachers have the ability to teach both.
I like teaching in TMC is the fact that I get the chance to interact with international students. They are always willing to learn, and I always adopt a very hands-on approach to interact with the students.
Now you may be wondering, what do you get out of our business courses? You get to keep yourself up to date with current and future industry trends, practices, and relevant skills. Next, you get to choose from a variety of specializations such as accounting, marketing, human resource management, international business specializations, and so on. You get plenty of networking opportunities as we have students from many different nationalities studying at our campus at TMC Academy. Upon completion of your higher diploma in business program, you can then choose to progress onto our bachelor's degree pathway offered by the University of Northampton.
What do you like about TMC? I can practice my math and my English. What about you? I can learn lots of things there.
In TMC Academy, all teachers are very supportive and friendly, and staff as well. If I have a question, so I can approach them.
The teachers in TMC are very friendly and they have an experience in psychology, and I'm able to ask them, talk about his experience that might help me in the future.
After I do some research, then comparing with other schools, TMC got the most positive comments. That's why I choose TMC.
Every time I come to school, the staff are very efficient and helpful.
I I like TMC because they teach me a lot of useful things. I met a lot of new friends and they are friendly. My teacher is nice. She is patient. Always wait for me to done my work.
What I like about TMC Academy is that the teachers here are very supportive of you and you get to meet many friends from all over the world.
TMC Academy gives me confidence, prefer to after graduation.
I really like the teacher because she is very kind and helpful. She gave me a lot of advice and encouragement that makes me improve a lot for my English and mathematics skills.
धन्यवाद TMC Academy。
谢谢 TMC 见。
期待在 TMC 看到台湾的朋友。
เจอกันที่ TMC นะคะ ขอบคุณค่ะ
ありがとうございます。さよなら。
Thank you. See you in TMC.
We welcome you to be part of our TMC family. We will walk every step with you.
Okay, hopefully through that video, you now have a better picture of the environment, facilities, and the student life at TMC Academy. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, TMC has students from many different nationalities and backgrounds, such as Korea, China, Japan, Thailand, Malaysia, and many others. Personally, I think this is actually very important. Based on my experience, Indonesian students usually tend to stay only within Indonesian circles when studying abroad. And honestly, that's quite unfortunate because it can limit your connection and international exposure. So one of the biggest advantage of studying overseas is the opportunity to build a global friendship, learn different cultures, improve your communication skills, and expand your network internationally. So being in a multicultural environment like this really helps students grow both personally and professionally. TMC Academy also offer a wide range of programs and faculty. Some of the major fields available includes business, hospitality and tourism, psychology, information technology, and media mass communication. So students have quite variety of option depending on their interests and future career goals. And one thing that is quite interesting is that TMC also offer internship opportunities in Singapore for several programs, which allows students to gain real industry exposure while studying. Personally, I believe this combination of academic learning and industry exposure is very important for students today. Okay. So personally, for students who are interested in continuing their study at TMC Academy and obtaining a UK bachelor degree in Singapore, there are several pathway options available. The first options is for students who complete year 1, year 2, and year 3 at Universitas Ciputra, and then continue their final year at TMC Academy Singapore. Through these pathways, students can obtain a UK bachelor degree by studying around 8 months in Singapore. The second option is for students who complete their first year and second year at UC and then continue the final 2 years in Singapore. And the third option includes a higher diploma program with internship opportunities in Singapore before continuing the final year of the UK bachelor degree. However, for the third option is usually handled on case-by-case basis because we need to review the student academic transcript first to see how many module exemption can be granted. So the study duration may vary depending on each student's academic background and transferable modules. Besides that, Beside the bachelor degree pathways, TMC Academy also provides opportunity for students who wants to continue to a UK master degree in Singapore. There are two pathways option available for now. The first option is the postgraduate diploma pathway. Student will study around like 6 months on the postgraduate diploma, then followed by another 6 months to complete their UK master degree. So in total, student can obtain their UK master degree in approximately 1 year. The second option is direct MBA, where students can directly enroll into the UK Master of Business Administration program in TMC Academy. This program can also be completed within around 12 months. And I personally think the first option is quite interesting because many students manage to secure job opportunities after completing the postgraduate diploma. And as a result, they continue the remaining master degrees through evening classes or like a part-time study while already working in Singapore. So starting in 2026, Anglia Ruskin University officially becomes one of the TMC Academy University partners. And just a quick overview, Anglia Ruskin University is also internationally recognized and ranked globally in several categories, including business and MBA programs. So students are still receiving an international accredited UK qualification through this pathway. Some of the program available in Singapore include Master Business Administration, Business with Tourism Management, International Business Management, Supply Chain Management, and Business with Marketing. Okay. This was actually one of my students from Indonesia, named Juliana. She was previously studying at another private education institution in Singapore before eventually transferring to TMC Academy. Currently, she is pursuing the higher diploma in business studies with logistics, which also includes a 6 months industrial attachment program. And one of the main reasons she chose TMC Academy was because of the internship opportunity offered for her program. And instead of hearing only from me, I think it would be better if you could hear directly from one of the student herself. So let's watch a short sharing video from Juliana.
Hi, my name is Juliana and I'm currently studying higher diploma in business with logistics at TMC Academy. I actually first learned about TMC from my brother who took higher diploma in business here. Hearing about his experience about program make me feel interested. That's why I also want to join TMC. I chose the logistics specialization because it plays such an important role in how business operates. It's not just about transportation, it's about managing supply chains, coordinate supplier, handling inventory, and making sure everything runs perfectly. In a global trade hub like Singapore, I think it's a very relevant field. One of the key reasons I chose TMC is the 6-month internship in the latter part of the program. I'm really looking forward to getting real industry exposure and hands-on experience. Not many schools offer something like this as a part of the course, and that definitely influenced my decision. I'm really excited to see where this journey takes me at TMC.
Okay. And besides academic, I also believe that the student life and experience outside the classroom are equally important. At TMC Academy, students are also encouraged to participate in different activities, event, workshops, and networking opportunities. Because honestly, life is not only about studying and getting good grades. It's also about building experience, communication skills, friendship, confidence, and personal growth. So through this video, I'd like to share a little glimpse of student activities and the learning environment at TMC Academy. All right. And hopefully through that video, you can get a better picture of how student life at TMC Academy goes beyond just academics. And scholarship. Okay. Specifically for Indonesian students, TMC Academy currently provides scholarship opportunities up to 50%. These scholarship opportunities are offered on case-by-case basis, depending on the student academic background and evaluation. And honestly, this is something that I personally discussed together with the TMC Academy because I really want like Indonesian students to have uh, more accessible opportunities to study in Singapore. Okay, so for UC students who are currently in year 2, in your second year, there's a pathway option to continue to TMC Academy through the higher diploma program before progressing to the UK bachelor degree, where student may also have the option to include internship opportunities in Singapore depending on the selected pathway. And with scholarship of up to 50%, the tuition fees shown here are already heavily reduced. Most importantly, these fees are already considered the final tuition fees, so there are no hidden academic costs involved. And maybe the additional costs are usually only related to like student pass application and medical checkup requirement in Singapore. Yes, you guys need like a student visa to study in Singapore. We go there if we like as a tourist. We don't really need a visa, but if you guys want to study in Singapore, you guys need a student pass or like a visa for study. And meanwhile, for UC students who are currently in year 3, students can directly continue to the final year pathways for the UK bachelor degree in Singapore, and similarly to Indonesian students that achieve support up to 50% scholarship depending on the assessment and eligibility. So this pathway becomes much more affordable option for student who wants to obtain an international UK qualification in Singapore. And once again, the tuition fees shown here are the final academic fee, excluding only the student pass and medical checkup related costs. And for students who are interested in continuing the master degree level, Indonesia students may also achieve a scholarship up to 40%. Student can first complete the postgraduate diploma stage before progressing to the UK master degree program. And just like the previous pathways, the tuition fees shown here are already the final academic fees after scholarship deduction. So there are no hidden tuition fees, except for, like I said before, the requirement like for student pass application and medical checkup in Singapore. So personally, I believe this creates a more accessible pathways for Indonesian students who wants to pursue international qualification overseas. Okay, last but not least, let me briefly explain the application process. Honestly, the process is actually quite simple. Student only need like to prepare required documents as I shown here. They will assist. Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. You guys need to prepare required documents shown here as academic transcript, passport, birth certificate, and several supporting documents. And you guys can submit the document to UC team, and they will assist you throughout the entire application process. So don't worry too much about the complicated procedures because both the UC team and TMC Academy team will guide you like step by step. And once the application is submitted, student will receive the offer letter, followed by the student pass approval from the Singapore government. And after that, you are ready to fly to Singapore and begin your new journey there. After Okay. I think that's all from me today. Thank you so much for listening and for joining this session. I hope my journey and today's sharing can give you a better picture of studying in Singapore. And for anyone who is still like unsure about their future path, don't be afraid to explore opportunities and try new things. Because honestly, life can surprise you in the best way of possible. Okay, thank you everyone. And now I'll hand the session back to our MC.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Makrea. Now that we have heard the sharing session from him, let's open the Q&A session. So for students who want to ask, you can raise your hand and open your mic, or maybe leave your comment at the chat box and we will read it for you. Okay, so maybe while we are waiting for the participant, do you want to explain like more about how is like student life in Singapore, maybe something like that?
Student life in Singapore are, let's say, it's quite different than you guys study in Indonesia. So in Singapore, like you guys will face it like fast pace with their cultures. Where in Indonesia we can like chill a little bit. Where in Indonesia, like everyone take care of each other. In Singapore, you guys are like by yourself. Maybe just like some of your friend that will take care of you. You take care of them. Unlike Indonesia, like if you, let's say you guys fell down, then you guys need to back up for yourself. Not like Indonesia, if you guys fell down, like that's it. Everyone will like help you. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Then I think the public transport are kind of fun there. Like some of my Indonesian students say it was like really efficient for them to go to everywhere. And in Singapore, you guys not only study. Yeah, maybe it's like a small country, like maybe just a little bit in the island of Malaysia, but you guys can explore so many different things. Maybe some of you like, oh, Singapore is expensive. Singapore is expensive. It's not really as expensive as you guys think because like many of places you guys can go to, you guys can visit to are mostly free. And maybe you guys can spend like 5 to 10 Singapore dollar to like buying a snack or maybe buy some souvenir and stuff like that. Is that answering your question? Hopefully that's
Well,
answering your question.
yeah, yes. Thank you for telling us the details about lives in Singapore. So maybe is there anyone who want to ask? We still open the Q&A session. Just drop your chat and comment in the chat box. Okay, someone raising their hand. Angga Jovanka. Okay. Well, you can open your camera and also open your mic and say about your question.
Oh yeah, guys, if you guys like want to ask or with bahasa, it's completely fine. Yeah, you don't really need to talk in English. I doing this because I use global chat, but it's up to you guys to talking in bahasa or in English. It's completely fine.
Okay, there goes our questioner.
First of all, I'd like to say thank you so much for this presentation. It's very lovely to know how TMC got able to provide a lot of facilities. So the questions that triggered me is when the process of the exchange, there are going to be the internships programs. So we're wondering about the internships programs, what it looks like. And if we would like to take the internship program, is there any affiliate corporations that we're going to do? Or perhaps us as a student need to find it independently to gain the experiences for us to apply for our theoretical lessons in the future? Thank you so much.
Okay, great question from who's calling again? Angga Jovanka. Okay, so for the internship itself, we help you guys to get the interview since we have like industrial partnership where like you guys I can guarantee like you guys get the interview, but I cannot guarantee that you guys will get the job because for the job itself, it will be depends on how the interview are going from both sides. If they think like you are good for the job, you can get for the job, of course. But it's all still back to all of you, all of the result of the interview. So I cannot say like, will we guarantee you to get the internship? We can only guarantee you for to get the interview. From the interview forward, it all back to you. And oh yeah, one more thing I almost forgot. So internship in Singapore is quite different with you guys internship in Indonesia, where if you guys internship in Singapore, you guys actually became like a staff there, where you guys get paid. It was like around 800 to 1,400 Singapore dollar. Some of my students get like 1,600 Singapore dollar each month, but it's all still back to the result of your interview. Does that helps? Hopefully that helps.
Okay, so oh, there goes. He gave a reaction. Okay, is there anyone who want to ask again? Maybe we will open for one more question.
I would like to ask a question.
Sure.
The question is, when you work in Singapore, it's basically a world-class country where everything is automated, everything's done on time. Can you talk a little bit about like the time management system in Singapore? Because that's part of studying and daily lifestyle. Thank you.
For the time itself, time managing. One good thing that I think in Singapore are like, let's say it was already late at night because some of my friends they get disturbed from their colleague or their boss like we have this project finished by like tomorrow noon, and I didn't get that in when I'm still at Singapore, when I'm working at Singapore and with Singapore company, where after working hours, that's it, no job for me, all done. Except it's like something like really urgent that really need my help, and yeah, like it or not, I must help them. But like for the time management, lifestyle, and my working hours, it's good enough. Until today, it's really good. Maybe I don't know if my answer will be the same if I like working in office, since now I'm working like fully remote, so I can do my whatever time I want. I have like 9 to 5, but still sometimes if I have like meeting on the late evening, like maybe on 8 p.m. or 9 p.m., I can like adjust my daily schedule. I think like that.
Okay, thank you for your reply. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Anyone else?
I still see no one asking another question.
It's still like the same old you see.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can move on to the next session if there's no more question.
Well,
Okay.
we're counting 5, 4, 3, 2.
Masih sama kan nomor rekeningmu? Masih?
Oh no.
I don't think there's someone who wants us. Well, okay then, maybe we can move to the next session. It's photo session. So everyone, please turn on your camera because we will capture your smile.
Okay, I'll help for the photo session. So if anyone still have not turned on their camera, please turn on your camera and we'll start the photo session soon. Okay, I see a lot of faces already, so I'll take the picture. 1, 2, 3. Okay, for the next slide. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Third. 1, 2, 3. And last slide. Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, now that we have finished the photo session, we have some information before we do the closing. Okay. Okay, so this is a collaboration and global engagement Cage WhatsApp channel, and also for you guys who still need KPIO, you can scan this QR code below. And next. And this is our upcoming events. You can see it here. We have from UC to Singapore, it's this one, and then exploring France, study in Taiwan, doing businesses, and also introduction to study. Don't forget to register through Cheese. And next, this is also our upcoming international programs. You can check it on the link below. Okay. Okay. And then I think that's all for today. Thank you so much, Mr. Macrea and Miss Sandy, and also all of the participants. See you on the next session. This session is already finished.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. Don't forget to claim your KPA.
Exactly.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you all. Bye-bye.
Okay, now the survey is already open. Please fill it as soon as possible because we will only open it from 5 up to 10 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Mr. Macria and Miss Sandy. I saw you coming today. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you everyone. Bye bye. I'll take my leave now. I have another meeting after this.
Okay, bye bye.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. Bye bye.